Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna do another sketchbook page and I'm gonna use this as a reference, and I'm gonna be using a couple of art supplies, including this watercolor set which I bought at Hobbycraft. It was very cheap, but I never really tried in my sketchbooks, just with my son, so we see how he will feel like. And also I'm gonna use some pencils and some pink Poscas. So here I'm gonna start with the face and the body. It doesn't have to be proportional because it's just a sketch and I just want to play with the materials really. But here I noticed that the chin was a bit too backwards, so I fixed a little bit, draw the eyes and draw the hair as well. And there's not really much body to it. It's mainly her head and her legs. And here I started with the watercolor. I used this palette that I showed in the beginning, and I quite like the bright pinks that it has. So I started doing the ruffles just by layering paint, really, just similar to the sketch I did in the previous video. And looking now, I can see that was not very proportional. It seems like her head was too big for the rest of her body, but it's alright. So I just kept adding layers and layers of watercolor, pink watercolor, until I was quite satisfied with it. And it was quite nice to do that loose painting. As I try to do in all my sketches, I'm trying to paint loose, draw loose, to not to be too perfectionist. I don't want to repeat myself, but that's what practice is, isn't it? You're just repeating and repeating until you get good at it. So I kept adding layers to do the hair and the rest of the body, and just trying to make it look nice, I guess. But I think it was going okay until I decided to do the line work. That's when I don't think it was a very good decision, because she ended up looking quite mad. And maybe because the paintbrush was too thick, or maybe because she didn't like what I was doing to her. Then here I started coming in with other materials, such as the Posca pen, and I'm not sure if it was a mistake or not, but I wanted, like I said, try to do something loose, but I have a feeling that she ended up looking a bit like Flamingo, which is not bad. Here I'm adding some pink metallic Posca, can't see very well, in the video. Yeah, the ruffles ended up looking like feathers. But I've been quite interested in mixed media, so I added here a few details with the pencil, with the colored pencil, just to give a little bit of depth. So I used quite a few shades of pink. Although she was looking like a flamingo, I quite liked playing with the supplies and mix them all. It's interesting to see how the materials, the art supplies, they work together. Here I'm adding a little bit of rosy cheeks, and I came in with another marker, which is quite a nice pink shade of pink. Pink shade, of course. I remember as I was drawing, I felt like it needed more contrast. So I don't think it was enough to do all the shades with color pencil. So later on, I'm gonna be adding the markers, paintbrush. And I'm not really sure if it was the best decision. I don't know, but she turned up looking even more like a flamingo, which is all right as well, as I said before. Here I took some gouache to add some details, but they were very watery, so I used Posca as well as another Winsor & Newton, I think, acrylic paint for the highlights. And then here I started adding a little bit of shadows to make it look like the ruffles were popping out. Ruffles or feathers, however you want to call it. A bit of shading on her face as well. And then here I decided to use the color wheel to do the background, because I think white was too empty. So I went with the complementary, which is the green, and I did with the lime green. So I mixed some green with a bright yellow, and I got this very nice lime green, and I just covered the background with it, and I think it was a good contrast. I don't know, I like backgrounds. Some fashion illustrators always do their drawings with white background, but I don't like, it's just a sketch anyway. It's not even a fashion illustration, but I like backgrounds colored. And that's it basically. I think it's finished, and I'm not very happy with how her face looks. I need to practice profile features more. I definitely need to work on that. But it was nice to work with the mixed media materials. Definitely not my favorite sketchbook page, but is it a fail? Not really, because I finished it. And let me know in the comments, do you think it's a flamingo or a fail? Thanks for watching, bye!